Beefalo Bart here, and this is just a quick video, and I want some opinions on main menu styling. And, well, getting into it too much, and what I've done is I've bound 5 different keys to 5 different menus. 2 of them are going to look almost identical, but they're different methods of getting to the same way. So, starting off with number 1. Now keep in mind, I'm not talking about the background. I've just put a black background down just to focus on what's actually going on the screen. And this one right here, I've moved the exit menu down to right there. And in this one, when you click on Start Game, it expands downward. And you have all these options, and you can go directly to Exit. You're not blocking that one out. So when you hit the Start Game, you can choose single player, multiplayer, tutorial, or options and go directly into the options, hiding the start game stuff and then showing these. It's just expanding them in different ways to have them all visible, and then you have the exit menu. If you will, in the comments or on Discord or whatnot, just tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of which one you think looks the best overall. So again, this was number 1. Now, let's take a look at number 2. Now, this particular one right here, everything is all bundled together. And I could probably change it around where there's some spacing and that kind of stuff. But again, it's the basic functionality. When I click on Start Game, it now removes that first menu and gives you a whole new menu here. And then you can select, this doesn't really do anything right here. But actually, none of the buttons actually do anything. It's just for functionality. But you click on one, single player, multiplayer, tutorial, or go back to the main menu. Same thing with options. It's just replacing everything with right here. Alright, let's move on to number 3. Now, this pushes the menu to the top edge of the screen, so there could be other stuff in the main body, whatever on the main portion of the screen. We're not actually blocking the center. So you click on Start Game, it expands out sideways to show single player, multiplayer, tutorial. Now what I should do is when you click on Start Game again, these should all collapse back in. But instead for right now, you hit the X button and it collapses it back in. Same thing for options. Click on the X and it collapses them back in. So that's number 3. Yes, the irony is I'm testing main menus. Let's go on to number 4. And I have an exit game button here, but one thing I actually forgot to do was actually find a way of closing the game. So I actually have to Alt F4 to close it down, because none of my exit game buttons actually exit the game. Irony. Alright, so when you click on Start, it replaces it with this. Now, number 4 and number 5 are going to look identical, but I went through 2 different methods to get there. So you can now choose which one you want to do, or you can hit the X, and it brings you back to this menu. Same thing, options. You get your options here, and then you can close it, and then that's it. So that was number 4. And number 5, it looks identical, does exactly the same thing. However, I used a different method to get there. One's a little bit quicker than the other. So I guess there's really only 4 main ones to choose from. So to recap, number 1 was this method here where it collapses down. And you can change it around this way. Number 2 was actually replacing and putting a fresh menu for each one. Number 3 was collapsing or expanding out in here and then collapsing them back in. And number 4 and 5 are both replacing, keeping the top left, but replacing the menu bar with what's up here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And please let me know which one of these 4 you like the best. And as I come up with more options for it and refine the functionality and styling of it, I will actually be going through and make another video with more examples if I need to. There's always other ways of doing things, but these were the ones that really just came to me today. So one, the collapse and expanding. Two, the swap. Three, side scroll from the top. And 4 and 5, the top swap. Alright, thanks for watching, and again, just drop a note in the comments or respond back on Discord if you're on one of the many channels that I'm on, and let me know which one of the ones you like the most. Alright, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.